And good morning, Minecraft. This is Mr. Kasarian, and welcome back to Agrarian Skies. Alright, so how are folks today? Oh, I'm doing okay. It's early in the morning, 6:44 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to be working on some cool stuff today. So, first of all, we are ready to complete our seed quest, the quest for seed oil. I've been letting this run off camera. Of course, I have a chunk loader set up that actually works, so that's always a good idea. And let's just get ourselves a bucket. I have one. Of seed oil. Do 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 do. Come on. Interesting. Can I fill a can with you? There we go. And we're just going to configure that for the export. Oops, except you're not configured properly. That is fine. Let's see here. Quest book. Click here. Go with the flow. Alright. Squeezing seeds. Select task. Oh, right. I have to pull this out. Squeezing seeds, bound to the QDS, and let's export some seed oil. Maybe. That's interesting. Wonder if this will work. Hold on. Fluid. Fluid interface. Let's get ourselves an interface. The fluid interface works just as you'd suspect it does. Basically, it keeps a certain reservoir of liquids inside the inventory. Alright, instead of, manually processing it and exporting it actively. Which is probably going to be useful in a situation like this, where, for whatever reason, Applied Energistics Extra Cells does not seem to like the bees. Or the seed oil. And I'm not entirely certain why it doesn't, but it doesn't seem to. Raw plastic. Should be processing somewhere. There we go. Gosh, these things take forever, but that's alright. There's only so much you can do to speed up those, and we don't really have the capability to do that, so... Alright, so now let's get ourselves a fluid interface. Alright. We have to get ourselves an ME covered cable, apparently. And a fluid interface. Awesome. And just for good measure, let's get ourselves a servo, just for the sake of getting ourselves a servo. Thank you very much. Alright. So we're going to shove our interface up here. We're going to attach some fluid ducts to it. Arrange it around. Give it a servo. Or tell it to ignore the redstone output. And, what side am I on? Let's say east. East. And that should be pumping out. There we go. It is, in fact, pumping out now. All right, so that's going to take a little while to complete. Fun. Fun. We also can do ethanol. I need 100,000 buckets of ethanol. Now, the cool thing is, I'm not going to do this the same way we have been. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get another QDS. Okay. And then I want to get some sturdy casings. And I'm going to want 6 of them. I'm also going to want to get something coded into my ME assembler. Which is, in fact, clear that, fertilizer, courtesy of forestry. Beautiful. Any other recipes for it? I could do this out of compound, but that's not a huge big deal. Because as we all know, I should have plenty of appetite in this network right now. Well, let's just double check that just to make sure. All right. Appa. Oh yeah, plenty of appetite. All right. So I'm going to want to get some fermenters. 3 of them, in fact. So we need 3 bronze gears. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, I don't have bronze gears coded into this yet, do I? Oh, okay. Now, of course, we're going to have to play the quick shuffle this around game. So I'm going to get 3 and 3. Not a big deal. Copper. And code. And let's just drop this into there as well. That's going to be wicked useful, probably in the next episode, when I actually start working on bees. Alright, so, that's right, bees are on the way. Let's get bronze gear, so we're going to need 12 of them. Begin crafting. Not too bad, as you guys can see. It's actually a pretty quick process. Thanks to, you know, my Mac. Hey, thanks, Mac. Sorry, I couldn't resist that one. Alright, so we're going to go back here to our fermenter. And then we're going to want to get a couple stills. And I think 3 stills should do the trick. And 3 stills. I have fluid ducts. Alright, awesome. So let's drop back down here. And let's... Oh, before I do, let me open this up. I need some... I think that stuff's all hardened out there. Yeah. So we're going to be putting this out with the rest of our machines. And actually, before I do that, let me... Let me just drop this in here. So, I did a bit of work off camera, and I'll show you that build in just a couple seconds. And what I basically wanted to do was get rid of... stuff. I wanted to get rid of stuff. Sort of. I wanted to deal with things. Let me also get another servo. Thank you. And let's get ourselves, just for right now... Ooh, I don't have any chests in there, do I? Do I have access to... Yes, I do. Oh god, that's magical wood. Oh no. No, 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 no. We're just doing this. We are just doing that. Alright, so let's get ourselves some chests. I'm going to regret this in a couple minutes. This is a filing cabinet. As long as it'll store a huge number of blocks, as long as they all have the same item ID. So it's great for blocks that are separated by damage value or metadata, which is exactly what we have over here. Because this thing is an auto-enchanter, courtesy of Mind Factory Reloaded. And what I'm doing here is I'm exporting my mob essence out into my auto-enchanter and auto-crafting books using some other stuff. Now, part of me is kind of hoping that, I'll have a use for all this crap, but, I'm not really counting on it, let's say. Ooh, I don't have any item decks on me. Let's yoink that around. Those are impulse, right? And let's attach the servo, and let's tell this that its signal strength is ignored. And we should see some books showing up inside this filing cabinet. There we go. Unbreaking 3. I'm really just doing this to get rid of some of that mob essence that I have building up in there. There's really no other reason. Oh, we need a couple more things, too. Yeah, we do, don't we? Excuse me, guys. Now I sound like a villager. Do I have this programmed in yet? Yes, I do. Get me one of those, please. Yeah, I had to program in aqueous accumulators because it was getting ridiculous. Yes, I could be piping everything everywhere with applied logistics, item, fluid stuff, but it's more trouble than it's worth. Let's get you. Do I have a bucket in my inventory? I do not. So let's... Yes, I have one in my inventory. I have one right there. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. So let's run over here. All the way over. And what we're going to be making is ethanol. Ethanol. Let's see here. How do I want to put this? Put it here, right? Yeah, because this stuff's driving all this. This is working great. That's full. That's backstuffed. I'm building up wood in there. Okay, good. So what we're going to do is we're going to say... Yeah... We'll put our stills in over here, right? Put down our fermenter. And then we'll put down our stills. And the stills don't actually need anything other than just the biomass we're creating. So we can put them down like this. Okay. How is this entire network set up here? Alright, so let's disable this, right? Okay. Nope. Let's do that. There we go. So that's in place there. And then let me do 1, 2, 3, right? Let me open no signal over here. Right, I'm too far away. There we go. And I'm going to need 3 of these, right? Because I need to pull liquids out. And there's no good place to put a lever or 2. Let's go 1, 2, 3. And then let's wrench these around. There we go. And then... yeah, okay. So what we're going to do is we'll put our export buses there, right? Do I have any cable on me? I do. Awesome. Drop that down a level and bring it over to here. Leave that dropped by a level. So that goes to there. Okay, we're good. we're good there. Now let's come back over here. Let's get some fertilizer. And some saplings. Okay. Let's open this guy. We'll tell it to export saplings, move single craft, and export fertilizer. What we should see is fertilizer and saplings filling up in here. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to need 3 more precision export buses, which shouldn't be too bad. 2 more precision exports. Thank you. And, ooh, that's going to be an issue, because I need to get power to these. Unless I drop it this side, which is going to be difficult. Nah, I'll just drop it down this side. That's the easiest way to do it. That'll cover that, though. That's the problem there. Okay. So cut this off. I think that'll work, right? And we'll wrap it around the front. Right? Is this making sense to everyone else? We're going to just bring it right around the front like this. I think that'll work better, to be honest with you guys. So let's do that and that. Single craft. Let's see if we have... Do I have 3 more? Okay, because I'm going to need 3 more servos. Remember at the beginning how I'd like go out of my way to use levers? Now I'm just like, we're using servos. No big deal. No big deal whatsoever. And an export bus. Precision export bus. Beautiful. Oh, how come I only have one of the... Oh, it's still crafting the other one. So let's drop that down. Let's hook this one up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go with our fluid ducts. There, there, and there. And then we're going to get our QDS, right? Make sure it doesn't connect to any power. Nope. Okay, good. We're going to open this guy up, and we're going to say selecting task. Ethanol is now bound to the QDS. Awesome. So let's go 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I need to get fluid into this thing. Water, as a matter of fact. So if I go over to here, right? I did that, and that, and that, and that. Okay. So let's get this out. Drop him like that. Should have some cobble on me as well. Then we're actually just going to use our opaque fluid ducts to form that barrier there, okay? And now, because I'm trying to make this literally as compact as I possibly can, we should have fluid going into these guys, alright? So what's basically happening is, using the fertilizer in the water, right? It's... Oh, sugar. They don't have power to them, do they? Alright, we'll have to do it this way then. I forget, these things require so much in the way of input that it actually becomes really difficult. It really makes me kind of wish that I actually had block lag. Interesting. Stop it. Okay, so let's get our hardened out. Really makes me wish I had Ender IO, because Ender IO actually makes this a little easier to do. There we go. Now, these extra connections don't really hurt, but I think they're messy and I don't like them. That's a simple answer. They're messy and I don't like them. All right, there we go. That's configured. That's configured. So now we're producing biomass inside our fermenters. The biomass is then being shifted up a level into our still, where it's then being refined down into biofuel. And what we should see is our QDS is starting to fill up with ethanol. And this is another leave it and let it run sort of a deal. So we're just going to leave it and see if our last export bus is finished. I think it got forgotten in the process, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, we'll hook that up later. All right. So that's done. Let's see if our seed oil is finished over here. Okay, we're at 45% on that. This thing's still running. I'm just trying to get all of this mob essence out of my ME system right now. It takes a while to auto-enchant, so just best bet, leave it, let it run, and it'll just kind of go over time. So see, I can't put anything in that doesn't have the same item ID, but anything with the same item ID can go in. I am going to swap that out, actually, for a ME system at some point, just because it's a little easier, and I'm just going to use a subnet. You guys have seen me do similar things in my multiplayer and single-player series, so that shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so we have our basic. It's going to be upgraded in a couple minutes. Okay, so what are we going to work on next? I actually don't know. I was honestly expecting that to take a little bit more time than it did to set up, but I've also set those systems up 100 times in the past, so it's not exactly a difficult system for me to work on. Let me think about it for a second. Let me think about things and look at my quest book for a couple minutes, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just bound the Crystal Clear quest, and I have a little bit more than 10,000, whatever this stuff's called. So what I did is I hooked up my ME level emitter. Really? I hooked up my ME level emitter, and I'm saying active with signal, move stack mode, and I want you to move clear glass. Alright? And I know I have 10, 494, but close enough. And I'm just going to drop that in there. And what this should do is it should export directly into the QDS. And we should be able to see it filling up in our quest book. There we go. Crystal clear, filling up nice and fast for us. And that gets us a whole bunch of seared bricks. Awesome. Glass. Right. Okay. I just love reading the flavor text on these. It's really hysterical. The other thing we got is our Go With The Flow quest is ready to turn in. So, let's claim a reward. Nice. Alright, let's see. We got some attuned drones. Pair of princesses and a drone. It's nice. Princess and a pair of drones? Or... no, a pair of princesses, pair of drones. Awesome. And then... that unlocked 2 quests elsewhere. God knows where that unlocked. But we're over here now, so good friggin' luck with this. Oh, what a day. This looks like a lot of fun. Gendistry. I can see Gendistry there. Alright, so that's fine. We can get started on that. I've been playing around a lot with Gendistry lately, and that makes me wicked happy that we have it in the pack. So let me run over to here, and let's see how this is making out, because I'm also making some seared bricks for the steel-making tree. And I'm hoping it's actually functioning like I thought it would. It does not appear to be. I thought I could automatically place stuff in here, but apparently I have to sit here and right-click it down. Great. Do I have to? Let's watch for a second. Hold on, let me put a brick in here. And let's claim our reward bag in the meantime. I got 2 magnum torches. Nice. I'm not going to use them because I have my drop spotter up there, but magnum torches are cool. Alright, so let's see how this is doing. taking forever and a day, apparently. There must be a good way to automate this, but if there is, I don't know it. And let's take ourselves a full heart. Thank you. I died by accident, off camera. I AFK'd for too long, and hunger ran out. And then I died. Don't do that. Let's see. Any second now. That should be able to output anywhere else. That's the thing. It should only be outputting where I want it to be. And that fills up. Come on, come on, come on. Any second. Alright, while that's happening, I think our clear glass is done. Let's see. That's under for the hoarding. Almost. Oh my gosh, this stuff takes flipping forever. Absolutely forever. Come on, buddy. You know you wanna. You can see my stack of tanks up there. Because I knew this would take a lot of lava and a lot of time, but I didn't realize it would take quite this long to process properly. Oh my gosh. The thing is, they're all heated up, but they're not... They're not smelting down, which is what confuses me. Like, see, they're all heated up. But they're not smelting down. See? And there's nothing in... There's nothing in here that would prevent them from smelting down. That's the problem. Unless they change the recipe for seared stone. Yeah, cobblestone, seared stone. Grout, seared stone, 36 versus 8. Yeah, there's no reason why these should just be sitting here. I don't understand it. This doesn't make any sense to me. That's really weird. Okay, so I broke the controller. Invalid structure? The structure's flippin' fine, buddy. That's because there are items in there, but that shouldn't make a hill of beans a difference. Invalid structure, huh? There we go. Let's try that again. Alright, let's see if that works. I don't know. I don't know why it wasn't doing that properly. Alright, that's no big deal. Alright, let's claim our reward. We got some seared bricks. Thanks, Jaded. Thanks. Ooh, and an epic reward bag. What did this get us? Ooh, nice. Alright, thank you, Jaded. That's much appreciated, Jaded. I like that. There's one other reward I'd rather have, and it was a B reward, but that's perfectly all right, Jaded. We will go with bunches of ME crap. That makes me happy as a clam. And I have some seared bricks, too, to expand however I want to. Nice. Okay, good. Awesome. And 2 full hearts. Beautiful. Alright, so we have a bunch of other quests going. I don't know why that smeltery isn't cooperating with me. It should be, and it just isn't. And that broke. I don't understand. I really don't get what this is doing today, so... Okay, so, guys, alright, this has been Mr. Kasarian. I want to thank you all for watching. Apparently my smeltery system has decided to derp out today, but that's quite alright. So I will be back in the next episode, hopefully with some more stuff done and ready to show you. And yeah, as always, guys, happy mining.